What do you mean by that?
Hoodie Nation was good. I had a whole different type of video that I was gonna do. I was gonna drop the Uno video, and then I had a couple more videos I could have did. But something about this Drake fan base is genuinely disturbing. It seems like y'all don't see no wrong in what he does, and then y'all justify it. Drake is currently suing the record label for botting, pushing Not Like Us, and claims that they could have stopped the record from coming out. YouTube, who goes by the name of Aaliyah Expresses Life, react to music videos and other videos. She got a very big popular fan base. She's pretty well known within the reacting community. But then she reacted to Kendrick Lamar's whacked out morals off his latest project, GNX. And she said a bunch of things that was just untrue, and she was just extremely downplaying it. Now, simple research would have told you that she don't know what she's talking about, right? Right? But then again, she's a Drake fan. A huge Drake fan at that. She considers him the greatest of all time. We just gonna leave it at that. She says a lot of things in the video that just didn't make sense. So my job, being an objective Kendrick fan, we just gonna break it down and see how she got to this point.
Hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Why was?
But what hard work though?
No, it's not.
No, I'm just saying. Because he's talking about the Super Bowl situation, and you feel me? All you got is Not Like Us.
Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
That is completely false. Did y'all not watch the Pop Out concert? Did that not tell you how many hits that man truly has? Maybe y'all need to go watch that. To him and J. Cole, Kendrick was really the only artist putting on in the 2010s, arguably. There's a reason why Cole said they was the big three. You don't get a Super Bowl if you're not a known artist. It's not like they just taking any old artist off the street and being like, oh, you want to perform at the Super Bowl? No. You have to have the work, the accolades, everything to be a Super Bowl artist. They just don't give you the Super Bowl halftime show just because you're an artist. If that case, Sexy Red would have got the Super Bowl. Glorilla would have got a Super Bowl. You just don't get the Super Bowl. You have to show why you are Super Bowl. The whole Not Like Us narrative needs to stop. It's not even his biggest song. Humble is his biggest song. It went diamond in 2 years.
My only thing with Kendrick Lamar that I don't like about him is he's not consistent. And like, you got some of the fan base that say, well, he's a different artist than other artists because he put out classics. No, not every album he put out is a classic. You know what I'm saying? But much time does he have off? He should have about 10 freaking albums. I
understand that, but here's the problem that I have with that. You're asking him to drop an album every year and a half. I did the math myself. So Kendrick Lamar's been in the game for 14 years, and this is only counting from 09. We're not counting the other projects that he did. We strictly starting from the Kendrick Lamar EP. Came out 2009. His recent album, GNX, just came out this year. That's 15 years. Since then, he's done 2 mixtapes and 2 compilation albums. We're not going to count those. We're not going to count. We're going to count them. So basically what you're saying is, if you do 10 projects divided by 14 years, on average, you're saying he should drop at least every year and a half, which is not good for an artist because you need the album to digest, then you have to tour, then you have to promote it. It's so much more that just goes into just keep dropping stuff. I get it, but that's how you pace yourself out very, 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 very fast to the point where people don't want to listen to you. It's going to be an oversaturation. You don't want to become an oversaturated artist. Look at what's happening with Drake right now. You seen he got more and more and more saturated because he kept dropping. There's a reason they call it artist fatigue. The reason they call it artist fatigue is because when you're dropping so much, you're not giving your fans a chance to miss you, value you, and appreciate you. Drake keeps dropping music. It got to the point it's like, okay, Drake, you dropped, but it's not as special and no one really cares. I'm not saying people don't listen to his music because that would be very, very foolish. But at the same time, you got to look at it like, okay, I dropped the album, promote it, tour, I'm good. You want this man to drop every year and a half. Then when they call it mid, then what? He dropped 6 projects in a span from 2010 to 2020. Dedicated. Section 80. Good Kid. To Pimp Butterfly. Then you get Untitled Unmastered. Then you get Damn. Then you get the Black Panther album. That's 7 projects in 10 years. So on average, he's dropping a little under every 2.5 years, which is great for an artist of anybody's caliber, particularly a hip-hop person's caliber. Because if you sprinkle in a handful of features in between the times your albums drop, but you don't do too many features to the point where it's becoming oversaturated, that's not a bad thing. He literally told y'all and watch the party die. They wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritualists try. Then if you go back, he even said it on Black Friday. You're going against a tourist. Pace myself is important. Her whole thing is she felt like Kendrick got the Super Bowl because of Drake.
Anyways, my point is, if he would have got the Super Bowl opportunity when he dropped Morales, what was it called? His last album. Anyways, if he would have had the Super Bowl opportunity when he dropped that album, then okay, you feel me? You put in the hard work, you know what I'm saying? But everybody knows that he only is performing at the Super Bowl because of what he did this year with Drake.
It was this.
If he did not do this whole thing,
should he be performing at the Super Bowl?
Man.
And I'm not sitting here acting like that didn't play a part in it, because it definitely does. But if you look how everything mapped out, you like that. In which he was responding to Drake and J. Cole on First Person Shooter. Again, all Kendrick did was respond. All he basically said was, I'm better than both of y'all. And if you want to get on wax to prove it, we can prove it. Drake was on tour. Cole dropped 7 Minute Drill. On Mike Delete later deleted the project. Apologized. Now we getting into the beef. Okay, Drake drops Push-Ups. Again, he didn't even drop it. He leaked it to academics and then he dropped it. Which means he ain't had no confidence in that shit whatsoever. Tailor made. Your AI Tupac and Snoop. How you AI nigga that's alive?
Look at this shit.
Fuck! What sense do that make? Then he got sued and had to take the shit down. Then we get into Euphoria, in which he warned you. You don't gotta get personal, it's a friendly fade. Keep it that way. That ain't even the only warning he dropped in the song. At the end of the song, before he gets into the we don't want to hear you say nigga no more, the last line of that verse, if you take it there, I'm taking it further. That's something you don't want to do. Again, warned you. 616 in LA. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do. Warned him. Then what happens later that day? Family matters. Whole video, whole diss song. You claim he was... You claim he was a wife beater. One of the kids ain't his. Hired a crisis management team. Baby King pins most of his music. Meet the Grams. And just kills Drake's whole shit. Now again, everything that was said in these disses was alleged. We don't know what's true. The reason why Kendrick won, Not Like Us did play a part. But the problem with Drake's disses is he leaves too much of a digital footprint. So where people are going back, listening to lyrics and watching his actions. And it kind of lines up to what Kendrick is alluding to. Magic City parking lot looking like a high school parking lot. That's just diabolical nasty work. This, he wins. Then what has he done next? The pop-out concert. Unknown artist giving love to LA while constantly stomping on Drake's grave 5 times. In which he got paid somewhere damn near $10 million. And on top of that, the pop-out concert became the most watched thing live in Amazon Prime history. He sold that thing out the same day the tickets dropped. He had 100,000 people waiting in a 10,000 plus venue. Then Drake dropped the Hard Part 6 and that shit was ass. So Kendrick has the hits, he has the catalog, and most importantly, he knows how to perform. No one has ever really got on the internet and said, oh my god, Kendrick's performing, this shit's about to stink. No one says that outside of people who just don't like Kendrick, couldn't care for Kendrick. Outside of that, when is the last time you saw a Kendrick performance that was bad? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, now Lil Wayne felt like he should have performed at the Super Bowl. Wayne, have you seen your recent performances? We all love you, but you just not performance-wise up to par. I'm not even saying he ain't got the music to do it, in which he does, but you're not marketable, which is huge for the Super Bowl, because Super Bowl, they want marketable artists. Y'all, and the point of this video, y'all said you don't even read the comments.
We only read the comments that people show us love or have an objective viewpoint on what we talking about.
Or we only read the comments that love us and have an objective point of view. So why is everyone in the comment section under this particular video telling you, yo, y'all being biased, yo, look more into stuff, yo, do your research.
Go do your research.
Y'all just act like Kendrick is just this new dude who popped up in 2024 and just completely destroyed Drake. He's on par with Drake. If it wasn't Drake, it was Kendrick. If it wasn't Kendrick, it was Cole. Hence the reason they call themselves the Big Three.
Why he still talk about him? Why are we still talking?
Listen,
Why are we still talking? Y'all want to make quality music, right? Y'all want to drop albums and make it not surrounded by Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? But you still talking about him. You're still talking about it.
I already know in the comments they're gonna kill her, but it's all good.
In this particular part, she says, why is Kendrick still talking about the beef? Literally, you didn't listen to the song and it shows. Because in the hook, he literally says, never let anyone put smut on your name. You telling me a man can talk about my family, he can talk about my wife, he can allege I'm not the birth father of none of them, like either one of my kids, but somehow I'm wrong. Somebody said something to you about you that you didn't like. You know it ain't true, but it could have messed up your YouTube career and you could have got demonetized and lost everything. How would that make you feel as a content creator? It would make you feel bad because you worked so hard to get somewhere just for someone to come and take it all away from you because of the things that they're alleging, even though that there is no evidence, respectfully, on either side to prove who's telling the truth. So no, I'm not letting it go. If I'm Kendrick, I'm doing the same thing. Like, it's forever up for you. And then people was like, well, what if this is all fake, man? Like, what if they just beefing and they somehow get together? No, he already put that narrative off the window. I'm not apologizing. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I take it. He's willing to go to hell with the nigga before he apologized. What does that tell you? I wouldn't let it go either. You do something that could have messed up my career, and then if somebody would have took the money and told you all of this shit, and it ain't true, how's that gonna look on me? Because it ain't like Kendrick on the internet. So you really ain't got much to work with for real. Don't call a spade, let's call a spade. We all agree that until some proof come out, they both share a good or the blame. Drake just don't like it because he's not the one winning on this side. Especially in the middle of your negotiation. If a man lied on me, almost fucked my career up, almost jeopardized what I had going on and all the projects I got going on in the future, just so you can win a rap beef. So at the end of the day, Kendrick got the right to talk about it, because not only did he win the beef, y'all wanted to know how he felt. He told y'all how he felt. But if you listen to the song, that would have told y'all. But y'all don't listen. Y'all only want to hear to see if he talking about Drake. Well, long story short, y'all can't be too biased. Now, I understand if you don't like the music, that's fine. If you don't like the songs, that's fine. If you don't like the project, I could care less. All I'm saying is we just gonna call a spade, let's call a spade.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Y'all act like he's the savior of hip-hop. He just not.